Picture this. You're on the couch, the game is on. Your phone buzzes, and the text reads, "I'm moving." The room smells like halftime wings, and suddenly, school, custody weekends, and that Sunday jersey tradition feel like they're being packed into a box. What's actually at risk isn't just time with your kid. It's the routines that keep them steady.
Welcome to Danny's Den. I'm Danny, and today we're going to treat relocation like a project you can manage. Documents, calendar, ritual plan. Say that with me once. Documents, calendar, ritual plan. That's the thread for everything we cover.
Here's the short promise. By the end of this episode, you'll have an immediate action list for the first 48 hours, 2 text scripts you can send right now, a sample interim custody calendar you can adapt, and practical ideas to protect your game day rituals even across miles. And yes, a throwback R&B pick to close. First, the legal basics and plain language. There's no single nationwide rule. Every state and court has its own twist. But judges usually focus on the same question. Does the move materially change the child's life? Is the reason for moving legitimate? Job, family support, safety? And what arrangement serves the child's best interest? Big question, right? So what to do immediately? If you're the parent hearing, "I'm moving," ask for written notice and save it. If you're the parent moving, put the notice in writing anyway. Transparency helps. Either way, collect a core packet of documents. Your core packet. Current custody order and parenting plan. A calendar of parenting time for the last 6 months. School and medical records. Proof of the new address or job offer. And copies of communications about the move. Texts, emails, screenshots. Put them in one folder or a single digital file. Dates matter. Screenshots with timestamps are your friend. Quick organizational tip. Name files with the date first. 2026-07-11 _notice.pdf. So they sort chronologically. It sounds boring, but judges and mediators love order. Order equals credibility. Now, the hardest part. The conversation with your kids. Start with the truth at their level. For toddlers, short and concrete. We're moving to a new house. You'll keep your toys and we'll still watch the game together. Elementary kids need more detail. School, how weekends will look. Teens, give logistics, invite their questions, and be honest about emotions. A kid script you can use. Mom/dad is moving to a new place. You will still see the other parent. We're going to keep our Sunday routine as much as we can, and we'll find new ways to be together. Short, reassuring, focused on what stays the same. For co-parent communication, tone and clarity protect you. 2 sample messages. Copy, paste, adapt. Neutral. Thanks for letting me know. Please send the new address and planned move date in writing. Can we schedule a call this week to discuss how parenting time will work? Firm but calm. I need written notice of your move and documentation supporting it. Let's set a time within 7 days to propose a temporary schedule while we explore mediation. Those words do 2 things. They request facts and they create a record. Keep copies of every message. If you later go to mediation or court, that record demonstrates you tried to cooperate. Now, let's talk rituals, because those little things keep kids anchored. Your weekly game day routine can survive distance if you plan it. Shared streaming, alternate big game visits, or scheduled watch parties over video call work. Send a pre-game care package, team hat, a snack list, a printed halftime trivia. Make a shared playlist for that hype walk to the couch. If travel becomes frequent, put it into an interim calendar. Example entry you can adapt. Alternate first and third weekends. When distance exceeds 150 miles, the parent who moves covers round-trip travel for that weekend, unless parents agree to split costs 50-50. Flights booked at least 30 days in advance when possible. That's an example. Local rules differ, but having a written interim plan removes a lot of day-to-day friction. Some parents will say, "I can't afford that travel." That's real. Solutions? Rotate holiday hours to balance costs, agree to virtual overnight visits on tough weekends,
or set up a travel fund contribution line item. Whatever you agree to, write it down and confirm by message so it becomes part of the record. On mediation versus court, mediation is faster and cheaper in most cases. If you can negotiate a plan that puts the child first, that's often the best path. But if negotiations stall, courts will decide. Expect timelines measured in months in many places, so protect parenting time now with interim proposals and clear documentation of your cooperation efforts. If the move is sudden or there are safety concerns, courts sometimes issue temporary orders to preserve the status quo until a full hearing. That's why collecting documents and communication logs from day one matters. Those pieces make it easier to ask for temporary relief if needed. Personal aside, rituals live in tiny details. I still remember the halftime snack my family always passed around and the song that played on the walk back from the car. Those small, repeated comforts kept me connected to family, even through distance. Music moment, my throwback R&B pick this week is Al Green's Let's Stay Together. Put it on a shared playlist, play it before kickoff, or let it be the signal that it's game time, something both homes recognize. Rituals don't require physical proximity. They require repetition and shared meaning. Okay, quick recap with a 6-step checklist you can act on now. 1. Ask for written notice and save it. 2. Assemble key documents, custody orders, parenting calendar, school and medical records, proof of move. 3. Use calm, recordable communication scripts and schedule a discussion. 4. Make a child-focused plan based on age and routines. 5. Try mediation first, but prepare for temporary court orders if necessary. 6. Create a game day contingency, shared streaming, scheduled visits, or a rotation that preserves rituals. A final practical note. I've put downloadable templates for the messages, the interim calendar example, and the full checklist in the show notes. If you need a deeper, case-specific conversation, you'll find links there to book a local consultation. This episode is practical guidance, not a replacement for legal advice in your jurisdiction. If this episode helped you feel less stuck, subscribe to Danny's Den and download the relocation checklist in the show notes. Drop a comment with the rituals that keep your family steady. I read them and I use them on the show. Thanks for listening. Let's keep those traditions alive. Let's chat. Thanks for listening to Danny's Den. For resources, templates, and to book a consult, check the show notes or visit thelegalassistancecenter.net. See you next week.